Well, now we're in the secret underground path. Of course, I'm going to show you all the nice little things to find in here. Of course, there are plenty of enemies to fight here as well. I'll try to show all the ones I can actually run across. These, of course, are spectral leaves. These are some of the weaker ones here. Much like any other leaf enemies, they do that annoying attack that can do a lot of damage that is magical based. But they have about 400 HP. So not too difficult to actually handle. They're just annoying. But usually they come in groups of 4. It takes a while for their animations to finish off. Alright. Of course, let's go through here, then take the left here. Got some more spectral leaves. Great Earth Armor. Very useful armor to have. It's not part of any set, but it's still good armor nevertheless. Just equip this on everybody. It's a lot easier to do it that way. Then we go down here and up around this way. Yeah, that's why I kept the map up during this part, just to make sure you know exactly where it is. Sliding door. Nice little item for a room. And of course, going around here, we found some more spectral leaves. Now we're going into the next section. Go straight to the middle first here, and of course run into another enemy here. This is the Poison Bird. It has 320 HP, and its physical attacks have a possibility of poisoning you. It's really easy for it to poison you, so. But it has the least amount of hit points, and generally dies pretty quickly. You don't have to worry about them unless they come into like three or more. Even then, poison's not too bad in this game. So we open up this chest, you get the Ivory Robe, very useful one for our mages. Just gonna go right to Jean and give it to her. Of course, we're going back through this way. And now take ourselves to the left side again. The exit through here to get to the third and final section. And now we're going to go across this bridge here onto the left. And of course we count another enemy. Ogre Frogs. These are the ones that have the most HP with 1,200. But they're mostly physical, so magic's really good at messing them up. No, don't want to use that. Yeah, let's use Dark Shadow. These got hit pretty hard, so we're gonna get Clay Guardian up and do that. But luckily we have Ted here, so he can do a good chunk of damage to him. And okay. Missed. Alright. Everybody Guardian up. And Black Shadow, and pretty much now we're going back. Multi-hitting. Should be able to take these guys out this round. There's one. He's a little weak, but that's okay. This should finish it off. Yep. Of course, because of skins, we'll be using that for crafting, maybe. Probably not, though. Heal up real quick. Yes, you see I have lots of stones of strength and evasion. That raises a certain stat by 1. I'll be using those on Laszlo pretty much. And we'll open this chest to get cabinets 2. Of course, now we gotta go back. And encounter another enemy. Great. These are furballs. And they are resistant to lightning, but since Gene has a high affinity for it, we'll still use it anyway. And there's a lot of them, so we definitely want to try to get rid of them as quickly as possible. As you can see, they can definitely rack up the damage on any one person. Alright. And pretty much this is going to be cleaning it up now. They have about 400 HP each. So they're not too terribly tough. And pretty much Ted could have killed one shot at all of them, but hey. Gotta make sure we take them out. And of course when you get around level 50, that's when it's really hard to get experience for a lot of stuff. Unless you're going against optional bosses. Now before you go across this little bridge here, make sure you heal up. Alright, everyone's good. Didn't lose too much from that battle. So, let's go. As you can hear the music, we're going against a boss. Technically, you can run from this boss. Well, not the first time you fight him. And it's the Land Dragon. It has 5,000 HP. It's pretty much like any other giant dragon we fought before that's been recolored. So, we're going to start with some Thunder God. You know what? We're not going to do that yet. We're going to use that next round. Of course, use our Eternal Ordeal. We're going to have you set up like Finger Death and get Clay Guardian up first. Because he does do a fair amount of damage with his attacks. That one, not so much. It's usually a single person. The single person attacks that usually do a lot of damage. So let's get that Clay Guardian up now. That and any damage we occurred in this round is going to get healed up when we use Thunder God. Or if you're like Ted, whenever you use an ability. And like Laszlo. So we're going to keep on using more Runes of Punishment. Actually, if you have actually forged up your weapons, it would have been better for Laszlo to actually attack. And that one can put someone to sleep, as it did to Ted right there. But since I didn't forge Laszlo's weapons properly, well, not yet, it's better for him to use the Rune of Punishment. But if you actually pretty much level them up appropriately by now, since we have the Golden Hammer, you can just use his physical attacks. See? A lot of damage there. And that's with Clay Guardian up. But we should be pretty good. Now we use that single Swarm Bolt, as you can see, good 1,000 points of damage there. Alright, let's see if we can get Thunder God out this time. Alright, good. It didn't hit Ted, that's all I care about. Because it would have killed Ted. And you really can't use the Rune of Punishment to the point where it actually drops you, I don't believe. I've never actually gotten that far. But it doesn't matter because we heal up. And there he goes. The Land Dragon defeated. And pretty much any other time you come across it, you can run away. Because it does respawn every time you come down here. And of course they want to throw a little enemy at me just to annoy me. Alright, and now we're in the underground lab. And now we can talk to one of the few remaining stars to get. Warlocked. No, we just want you to join our crew. That's all. You don't need you to make rune cannons. You don't need you to make that. You just find the coolie. That's all. Yes. And Warlocked has joined us. Of course, he gets through there by himself, somehow, of course. So, we got a couple more stars to get. See you then.